Now, Italy's former Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi has been expelled from the country's Senate, leaving him vulnerable to arrest over a series of criminal allegations. Senators voted to expel the Forza Italia leader today, following his conviction for tax fraud. Berlusconi told a rally in Rome that it was a day of mourning for democracy. Our Foreign Affairs correspondent Jonathan Rugman reports.
Outside Silvio Berlusconi's home in Rome this afternoon, a made-for-TV farewell for the TV mogul and 3 times Prime Minister from his ever die-hard fans. Mr. Berlusconi is 77 years old now, even if his hair is not. And now he's lost his grip on elected power for the first time in almost 20 years. Dressed in Italian designer black to mark his own political death.
We are here on a bitter day, a day of mourning for Italian democracy.
In August, he was convicted of tax fraud, and he's appealing against another conviction for underage sex, the former bravado of this Italian stallion, now seemingly a world away.
I work non-stop, and if sometimes I look at the face of a beautiful girl, well, it's better to be passionate about a beautiful girl than to be gay.
He was found guilty of sex with this 17-year-old dancer, known to the world as Ruby Heartbreaker. His defence, that he thought her age was 24. And claims of so-called Bunga Bunga parties with prostitutes dressed up as nuns were, he said, made up to discredit him. But when he resigned as Prime Minister in 2011, it was to cries of buffoon from a hostile crowd. The media magnate said there was a left-wing conspiracy to oust him. He compared his persecution with that of Jesus Christ, and he kept on believing in his own resurrection. But this afternoon, his fellow senators ousted him from their upper house, to cries of shame from his supporters. Being stripped of his parliamentary seat, perhaps more embarrassing here than anything Berlusconi may have done with his clothes stripped off, even if some observers still can't believe this really is the end.
I've been hearing the end of Berlusconi for 20 years, so I don't know, because the man has 7 lives like the cats.
And across Rome, it was on with the motley. He isn't the clown of Italian politics. A real clown, Beppe Grillo, has that job. But a year of community service for tax fraud and further prosecutions now await him. As does Francesca Pasquale, his 28-year-old fiancée from Naples, still standing by her man, even if the man who once charmed Italy has lost his touch.